Okay. This entire talk is going to be in Emacs. And unfortunately, Emacs doesn't really have a slideshow function. So let's go ahead and do that straight away. Start by defining the jump to next slide function. It takes no arguments, and it's an interactive function, meaning that it can be bound to keys. So what is the next slide? If you look down here, can everyone see down here? This setup isn't exactly optimal. It says run extend Emacs. That's the file name. So this is slide number 1. I do buffer file name. It's a function, and if I run that function, you can see the results down at the bottom. Can everyone see these results? No? Certainly not. Well, it's the path to this file. There's a 1 down there buried inside the string, and I can move the window up a bit. Let's see. Does this help? 1 extend Emacs. Nice. I want to get the file name body. It's if you think Emacs rocks is porn, you're right. So when I get the file name body, it's 1 extend Emacs, and I can split that string. I know already that this talk is going to go way over the time. I'm sorry. So yeah, when I split the string, it's a list, and I get the first thing out of that list. It's 1, and I increase that by 1. I have 2, and then I concatenate the string. This is a neat trick. I can run buffer file name, or I can just eval and replace. So I add this, and when I concatenate these strings together, I get something that looks like a path, except it has a wildcard in it. Gesundheit. So Emacs has a file expand wildcards, and Emacs's autocomplete function is awesome. Right now I'm autocompleting from my notes. This is a list of all the files that match the wildcard you saw earlier, and I get the first thing out of that list. This is the file name I'm going to jump to, find file, and my function is done. Bind it to F5, jump to the next slide, and I press F5.
PowerPoint or something like that. It's a way easier.
And it's easier to fit porn into the slides. My name is Magnus Sveen. I work at Kodemaker. It's a small consultancy, and well, enough about that. I think Emacs is pretty awesome. I'm going to show you tonight how awesome it is. This isn't going to be a learning experience. Basically, I'll just show you some cool tricks, and you can think about how cool that is and start using Emacs. But I have a summary of the entire talk, and it's basically this. God damn it, you're a programmer, or you're a motherfucking programmer. Start using an editor you can damn well program. So, quote me on that, please. This is going to be a jumble. It's going to be quick, and you don't expect to learn anything. Just sit back and relax, enjoy your beers. Let's start by some snippets I wrote. If you've used TextMate, you know what snippets are. Basically, they're mnemonic shortcuts that lets you avoid typing and remembering stuff. This is good. There's if node, and here's my declare global snippet. Notice how when I type, it mirrors what I'm typing. I can also require stuff, for instance the file system, or some stuff that I made myself. Banana. What? Let's try again. Damn it. Banana. Ooh. Notice how the path is missing? Also, it knows I like to camel case stuff. There's not enough applause. I'm sorry. Okay, that was snippets. This is something out. Maybe it didn't come out right. The point is, you should use an editor that you can extend yourself. And I'm showing you stuff that I've been extending into Emacs. For instance, I've been using IntelliJ for quite some time, and it has a very nice feature to quickly select by semantic units. So you can select this object literal, or I can select this string, I can select this function, or this object property, or I can extend this word, the string, the inverse of the return statement, and so on. That was marking stuff. Marking multiple parts of the file. Don't worry about all this code, I just want this line. I want to move it up here. And since this is inside an anonymous function, I can't use this, I have to use self. So I mark this and I just add some more marks and I start typing. I was marking multiple parts of the buffer. Here are some penguins. There's Phil, Peter, and Phyllis, and they should slide, they should slip, and they should fall over. Let's say I want to change the signature of this create method. Now I have multiple cursors. Like so. Each of these cursors also has its own clipboard. So I can cut, paste, and pretty soon these cute penguins will have their own. Oh man. Too bad. Let's try again. Multiple cursors. Here's Phil, Peter, and Phyllis. And paste. That's cute. So, maybe too cute. Let's just, to test this functionality, I don't really need Phil, Peter, and Phyllis. I just need one penguin. So, let's make a setup method. Do this penguin instead. And I have multiple cursors again. Paste it back in. And these lines, well, they're redundant. So drill them. That was multiple cursors. This is a file in dire need of some help. I wrote some refactoring functions for JavaScript. But first of all, I'd like, since this is browser code, I want to wrap it in an let me try this, in an immediately invoked function expression. Someone please come up with another name for us. Like this. These two globals, fade. I'd like to add them to the global declaration. Same for a zombie. And since my file says zombie everywhere, I'd like to create a shorthand for it, so add it to the globe. Inject it through the function expression. Same for jQuery. Oh man. Inject global. And it knows that jQuery likes to be shortcutted with a $sign. There's an array here. I'd like to just extract it as a variable. And it knows it should be called rooms, since that's what the key is called. I can also inline it again. Also, this line is too long. Please expand the object for me. And rename this hub to Bay. So that's pretty nice IDE-like behavior. And here is my lib and test folders. There's bananas and penguins, obviously, and the banana test. If I'm in the banana test, I can quickly jump to the test, back to the source file, and so on. Go to the penguin. Well, it didn't have a test, so it fails. But I can ask it to please create the file in the correct position. And use one of my snippets. No test, please. And the penguins are ready to queue. Notice how it looks up into the file structure to find exactly where my source files are. Okay. That was... It's really hot in here, isn't it? Oh man. That was some of the things that I've been doing with Emacs since I started using it 8 months ago. And I'm going to continue showing you some cool tricks that other people have made. Jump to the next slide. Let's see. Like so. Am I going too fast or are you following along? There's some nodding. Nice. Jumping around quickly, using your arrow keys isn't very nice, and I actually made an annoying arrows mode. It says annoying when you use the arrow keys too much. And it suggests other things you can do instead. It's really annoying. If you see a couple lines down, it says new fade client /fade. If I quickly want to jump to the /fade, I can do this. You see a couple more lines down, the document get element by ID blueprints. Let's jump to blueprints. That was quick too. And at the bottom there it says see rooms trapdoor create. Let's jump to trapdoor. And that was really quick. So what I'm doing is I'm jumping to a word starting with a specific letter, like F. And all the words starting with F get their own letter, and I just press D to jump to it. That was quickly jumping around. Here are some configuration files for AutoLint, and it looks like a mess. So let's quickly fix that. Align regex, and I want to align it on the colon. And please also on the comments. So now it's nice and tidy. This is some HTML. It's about 5,000 curves of HTML. You don't need a formatter for HTML, you just need Emacs. So start by doing a quick search and replace, and let Emacs indent it for you. Looks pretty nice. Go down to the header here, kill this attribute, and go into the new brave world of HTML5 header. Notice that it changes both at the same time. Or I can just kill this tag altogether, and I'm displeased. Can you see why I'm displeased? I have to manually go down and indent these lines. So, that's a crisis. Should I wait for the next version of Emacs to come out, do you think? Hell no. Let's just define some advice for the function that I'm using, and again, I'm completing from my notes. I want to advise the SGML delete tag function, and after it's done, I want to reindent my file, and please activate it straight away. And the thing I want to do is I want to clean up my buffer. So now I've run that, and when I kill the header, it's probably indented. No need to wait for the next version. So that was working with HTML. This is a wall of text, also known as grep. I've been grepping my project at work, and I've been using an element builder of my own doing. And I've been using it to do divs and forms and text areas and inputs and stuff like that. And what I want to do is, well, optimize this workflow. So I want to create a list of all the tags that I've been using. So I just grepped for element builder, and let's make a macro. I search for element builder, mark this, kill that, and my macro is done. I can ask Emacs to do that 8 times, or until there's no more work to do. Then I will pipe the contents of my file onto sort or unique. And those are my tags. Let's spice it up a little bit with multiple cursors. Add some quotes, a comma, space, delete the new lines, and there's my list of tags. I'm impressed that you can raise your hands to clap even the warmth. Undo. Well, undo is fun. I want some penguins, please. Oh, wait. Bananas. No, wait. Redo. Undo. Undo. Where's my penguin? Damn it. No penguins. where did my penguins go? I'm sure you've all, everyone knows what happens, right? It discarded my penguins. Damn undo. Well, not Emacs, of course. Here's the Emacs tree structure of your last undos, and let's just switch the branch, and there are my penguins. So, undo. Here are some files, and for a few years ago I used to write all my JavaScript with underscores. I know, right? I've since repented and done the camelizing stuff, so I've created a function called camelize buffer to let me quickly camelize the entire thing. But since I had lots and lots of files to do it, I would like to do that more efficiently. So again, macros to the rescue. Start macro, open this file, do camelize buffer on it, save, go back to the next line, done with the macro, and I can quickly do it for all my files. So now all my files have been camelized. So that's lots of work saved. Also, I can grep for stuff. Let's grep for some bananas. All my JS files in this talk. And, well, here they are. I can look at them, but more importantly, or more awesomely, I can just start typing away. Like this, banana split Sunday. And now it's been changed. So I can change all my files in this view. Let's see. Let's do a quick replace banana with moth. Yes, please, all of these. And now I have some moth that should be green and a wonderful moth split Sunday, which is lovely, of course. Let's see. This is the last slide. These are some files that have been weirdly named. TC is test case. This is how I used to name my JavaScript files. And let's just jump to the shell quickly. Yes, these are my files. And renaming files can be a real hassle unless you're using Emacs. I just now did my ls buffer writable. I'm going to jump into multiple cursors mode. Just kill these, write test at the end, save it, and now my files have been renamed. And since everything in Emacs is a regular buffer, I can use all the functions that I've been making, like camelize buffer, and again, all my files have been camelized. So if you want to know more about Emacs, I have some 2-minute videos with emacsrocks.com, and you can find all these settings on GitHub. Thank you.